Hey, you guys, this is Jamie here, and I am excited to share with you tonight about my holiday pre-sale and some history behind it. And so I have some handouts here. I'm hoping that I can help everybody have a successful holiday selling season, which of course we know started really a month ago. Actually over the summer, you probably saw some things being displayed out in the stores. For the holidays, it starts so early, but I wanted to kind of share with you my experience a little bit, and I wanted to share with you my holiday open house pre-sales and the history behind it. And what's great about this is it specifically doesn't matter if you're brand new, if you have 600 customers, if you have no customers yet because you just started, and it's good for everybody in between. So I'm just going to do this really quick. I want to tell you that I was going to wear a patch. So my eye is like, I'm kind of like in the dark here a little bit on purpose because my, I had a mascara stabbing accident in my eye. So, just letting you know. Okay. So let's talk about the holiday open house. Now, here locally, we have a studio and we've branded the event. It's called the Posh Pink Palooza. We do it every single year. And basically, I took what I always did in my home and we brought it to a studio that myself and 6 other directors meet at. And we created this big, huge event. And I found that it was really great, especially for consultants who don't have a customer base yet. So let me tell you how I got started with this. My very first year in the business, I started in August. I went fairly quickly my very first year. So I went on Target for my car the very first month. And then I back in the old days, you had to get your car first before you could go into DIQ. So I earned my car in the first 3 months. So by the end of October, I had my car. And then Christmas was coming. And I love Christmas. I love decorating. I love cooking. I have 3 little kids at the time. And I love everything Christmas. It's fun. And so I had this big, beautiful Victorian house, and I was going to have this amazing open house. And so my director told me, flyers don't really work, but I thought, well, she doesn't. Everybody, I'm going to do some flyers because everybody's going to come to my house because it's going to be amazing and it's going to be awesome. And so I lived in a neighborhood that had like 750 home sites. And then across the street was another neighborhood that had like another 600 and something home sites. So anyway, I printed up like 1,500 flyers. And let me just pause right there and say, if you got a flyer from a stranger, would you go to that person's house? I wouldn't. I don't know why I thought people would want to come to my house. I have no idea because I wouldn't go to some stranger's house with a flyer. Not in a million years would I do that. So yeah. So for some reason I thought this was a good idea. So anyway, I proceeded to like decorate. I bought tons of product. Okay. I was driving a free car. I bought tons of product. Kind of looked like the department stores, like we launched Journey that year. So it was like this big, I had tons and tons of Journey boxes and it was beautiful. I mean, it was really, really pretty. I had a big Victorian house, Christmas tree up, decorated. Everything was amazing. As I sent out all these flyers, 1,500, I knew for sure I would have at least 100 or 200 people come by. It was going to be crazy busy. And I had it for 2 days. And so the whole time I had 2 people come. One was my best friend at the time and her friend. And I sold $19 total. And I was like, wow. Okay, so some of you might think, okay, I would just totally send all my product back and quit. Well, that really actually never even entered my mind. Instead, it entered my mind was like, okay, clearly this was not the way to do this. Let's learn from this because people buy this product. It's awesome product. Let's pivot. Let's learn from this. And how can we make this better? I wanted people to get to my open house because I knew if they saw the product, they would want the product, okay? So I wanted them to get there. And so I had to figure out incentive ways for people to come to my open house. And so the other key factor here is if you're new, I want you to know I had started in August and I did Queen's Court of Sales and Queen's Court of Recruiting my very first year in the company. And so I was selling people, but I was also recruiting the hostesses. And so I had a free car, but I only had 19 customers by the time Christmas came around because I had held a party, got people on the product, recruited the hostess. They all went with the new hostess, you know. So in my own customer base, I only had 19 customers. So that's the reason why I love this particular open house. And it's really great to team up. If you are part of a studio, or if you maybe have a couple of other consultants close by that you guys could do something together at a clubhouse or one of your homes or whatever. But there's some mechanics of this particular open house, the way I do it, that really is just a great launching pad into your holiday season. And so, you know, I love Tiffany Noel Taylor, okay? And the one thing about the holidays is you never stop holding your parties, okay? This is like the icing. This is the customer service add-on that you do for your customers, but this is in no way replaces your continuing to meet new customers through referrals at parties and continuing to book those parties. And you have one thing feeds the next, which feeds the next, which feeds the next, which feeds the New Year sales appointments, and so on. So everything that Tiffany's teaching, everything that I'm teaching, this marries very well with everything that we're doing. What I will tell you, that if you will trust me on this and do it exactly like I tell you to do it, and don't skip parts, then you'll probably have outstanding results, far better results than you would if you didn't do it. So I have a lot of this stuff already on my website, mkjamie.com. If you go to resources and you go to video training, you're going to scroll down, you're going to see a video that says Holiday Open House. I actually did this whole thing last year. And underneath that video is some handouts that go along with what I'm talking about. But I'm going to go ahead and do it for this year and let you know. So 19 customers, or $19 sold, 2 customers. So I thought to myself, you know, I need to figure out who's good at selling this product during holidays, who's good at selling this product. So I actually got the beginning of this from an amazing sales director, Holly Heima, who I believe is in South Carolina. She was in my national area, and she had 600 customers at the time I heard her speak about this. 600 customers. Well, first of all, I want to tell you, I am not organized enough to have 600 customers. When my PCP gets up over 200, like 225, 250, I realize there's some people in there I need to recruit, because I can't manage that many customers. That makes my head hurt, because I'm a very detailed. I want to provide excellent customer service. I want to know my customers. I want to know their wants and needs. And I can't manage 600 people and inspire consultants and, and growth and everything. I'd rather teach people how to fish, right? And still have my customers that don't ever want to become a consultant. That's fine. But I want to teach people how to fish, and then manage a smaller group. Okay. So whether you have a large customer base or not, brand new or not, it doesn't matter. You can do this. So this year's, I'm going to be posting this under the events. I'm just following Tiffany's lead. I'm not really even sure what I'm doing totally with this. I'll probably talk to her after this, but I created an event on our Wave Facebook page, the private page. I'm going to be posting up these current handouts, and I'll be sending out an email as well to everybody with all these handouts that you guys can adjust to make them yours. But basically, you begin with the end in mind. Okay, so if you write down your own wherever you live, whatever your open house deadline is or date is, that's where you start, and you back this up. So I'm going to work from mine. This is something that's like I did like a little timeline. Okay, and so my open house, I'm having 2, and I'm moving it early this year. I used to do it always around Thanksgiving weekend, and I've still got one on Thanksgiving weekend. But I used to do it that weekend or the weekend after in December. And I've recently been reading some reports and some data that says that you'll have a better one if you do it earlier. And I want you to know that this is over 18 years of cultivation of different techniques and things that I've tweaked and added to this to really get the best results. And so every year I sell thousands and thousands of dollars just through this. Okay, and then it spurs the more of the selling and gift giving and parties and things throughout the rest of the year, as well as into the new year. So I'm going 2 dates, but the earliest date is November 11th and 12th. It's Veterans Weekend. I have heard that even the weekend before that, the first weekend in November, is a great weekend to do it. I do know that our limited edition products do sell out. They will sell out, and sometimes they get sold out earlier in November. So this is not a bad idea to do even earlier. So I want you to also make sure that you write a list of your own gift giving, things that you would want to give people that you need to buy gifts for, I want you to do this now, because you have a store that you can shop from to do gift giving. And we're going to be doing elf workshops over the next 5 weeks. And I'm going to show you how to create amazing things for all men, women, children. Well, maybe not little children, but, you know, teenagers and things, for gifts for the holidays. Super, super quick, easy packaging. I'm going to be doing that for the next 5 weeks. But what I want you to do is make a list, because you have a store now that you can purchase 50% off and give from your store. So make a list of everybody that you give presents to. And that could be Secret Santas. If you work, you know, at work, a Secret Santa. All the people that you personally do, because you want to make sure that you put your own order in first. And another little tip on that is, when you do that, then you can also do up cute gift sets. And actually, those will be your gifts that you're going to be giving away, but you can use that for the eye to buy. So you can show your customers what you can do, even though you've already made, they don't know that those are already sold. You'll make them new ones. But it gives them an idea you're not wasting anything. So the very first thing you want to do is, mine is going to be November 11th and 12th. So you're going to back it up. All right. So the way we're doing this year, being so early, we need to have our orders in for the pre-sale by October 27th, because October 31st falls on a Monday. You can't wait till then, because that's the last day of the month. And the last day of the month can take 2 weeks to get your products in. And so these are pre-sales with money that your customers will order from you, okay? And you've got to have that money in and in the bank if they pay it with a check. So the 27th, which is a Thursday, gives you time to get the money in, put it in the bank Friday so it clears, and put your order in on Friday, not the last day of the month, so that you'll have it for sure by the 11th, by November 11th. You see how that works? Okay, so we're going to back it up to October 10th through the 16th, which is this week, okay? You want to write out your appreciation letter. I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second. You're going to get your customer list together, okay? So all of your customers, and, you know, this is something that you can even do with people that maybe you're new and you haven't actually reached everybody. You can certainly send a Christmas letter to them and let them participate in this. But the coolest thing, you guys, about this is you're training your customers to expect this. So my customers know. They know it's coming. This is my big customer appreciation sale that I do. I do one major sale a year where everything in my product line is on sale. I have customers that really can't afford a lot, but they love this product, and I want to be able to provide them this product. And so they'll buy quantities, larger quantities of this at a discount. So this came from Holly Heima years and years ago, okay, and I have tweaked it. But this is, I print out on legal size paper, all right, and this is pretty much every single thing that's in our product line. Now, I do type it all out. I could just say 25% off everything, but it's not all 25% off. But I choose to type it out because it kind of like lets people go, oh, I didn't know they had that, or I didn't know they had that. And so it kind of helps them to see more things. But like all my skincare is 25% off. Skin supplements, 20% off. Sun Essentials, 45% off. Body care, 30% off. Men's care, 35% off. All Glamours, 25% off. Fragrances, 25% off. And then I have the limited edition items that are like past limited edition items, as well as the current ones. And those are all down here too. So I even, and at the open house, I actually have a 50% off table, which is typically our older limited edition that I haven't sold yet. That's still okay, still good. It's not expired, and they can get that at 50% off at the open house. But anyway, so every single thing is on sale. Okay. Now on the back of this is the order form. All right, and so they'll get this in the mail from me, and on the back they'll fill out the order form, and they'll either call me with a credit card, call me with their order. They will email me with their order. Sometimes people go on my website, because it says right here on the website, if you're paying on Jamie's website, don't do the customer delivery service. It tells you to, that will factor in the discount. And so all of that's on here with my address, everything that they need. It tells you, quantity, regular price, sale price, all that kind of good stuff. Now, the cool thing is your customers, when you start to let them know this is going to happen, see, I let my customers know all year long. But this is one of the things that's great about having me as their consultant is they're going to get this awesome sale at the end of the year where everything in my whole product line is on sale, and they can order as much as they want, right? Okay, so we're going to get October 10th through the 16th, we're gonna write our appreciation letter. What does that look like? Okay, well, I have an example of this on my website, MK Jamie, like I just told you about. This is, I usually do this on a legal size as well to match this. All right, it's a personal letter from me, okay? So you can't copy this because you don't have 3 children named Jordan, Joe, and Casey, and, you know, a dog named Nala. So you have to do your own things. But what I basically do is, you know, like I'll just read you the first sentence. It says, my favorite time of year is approaching. It's the time of year where I get to thank you for your incredible loyalty and support of my Mary Kay business. You guessed it. It's that time for my annual holiday sale. Many of you are new customers to me and might be wondering what this is all about. Well, this is where I recall all the blessings my family and my business have received over the year, and I want to share them with you. And then I go through and I list a couple of the highlights, okay? And then I go into how does this whole thing work, all right? I also do an invitation for the starter kit in here. And then I share with them my open house dates, the Pink Posh Palooza, or Posh Pink Palooza dates. And I explain how everything works. So everything is on sale. You're gonna get your customer list together. You're gonna print out your address labels. And you might be thinking, gosh, how do I do that? Well, if you're in my unit, you know that your my customers on In Touch needs to be filled out as soon as you become a consultant. Everybody you know should go on there. And you need to be texting everybody to get their addresses, mailing addresses, so that they can be sent the PCP. So you should have all this together. If you're brand new, you haven't done this yet, or you're not in my unit and you're like, what is she talking about? My Customers is your database on In Touch where you pull all this information from, okay? And so it's sort of a pain in the beginning when you're first setting things up. But once it's up and rolling, it's good to go, and you're rocking and rolling for the whole year for years to come. So you want to print out your address labels because you can print them from there. And then you also want to print copies of your letter. So this little letter here, this one has a little color on it, okay? But let me give you some advice. Black and white is way easier to print, black is. But you can buy colored paper and put black ink on it and make it super cute and fun, okay? So you don't have to have a color graphic, because if you were going to print these at Office Depot, which I do recommend, it would be much easier to buy a ream of colored paper and print it on that with just black ink, okay? All right, so these sale letters, so you're gonna mail out the little letter with the holiday sale price and the order sheets on the back, okay? So boom, boom, you're gonna fold these up and you're gonna mail them. Now, I like to make things like National Sales Director Ari Hathaway says, Junior Hyatt, make them look cute. So you might have a stamp or something, but you wanna mail it out, something cute that says, hey, it's my Mary Kay lady, she's sending me something fun, okay? Those get mailed out. Now, in this particular timeline for this year, those are getting mailed out on anywhere between October 17th to the 19th, because we're shooting for that 11th and 12th, November 11th and 12th Pink Posh Palooza. So if that's not your date, then just figure out these deadlines. I'm giving you the reasons why we're doing it at that time. If you're doing one later, then you can back this up a little bit. But just remember that at the end of the month, if you place an order on the end of the month, it might take up to 2 weeks to get to you. So if you've got to get these products in for their open house, then that's not, you need to make sure you factor that in. Okay, so I'm going to mail this out. They're going to get this. Now they have a deadline to get this to me by. Okay, so our deadline is October 27th. I have to have all of their orders in by October 27th. This is not a month-long sale for everybody, okay? When they place these orders, they don't get to pick the orders up. If they need it right away, they pay full price, okay? And the other thing too is, because I'm giving them this great sale, they don't get it delivered. I don't deliver. Now the only exception to that is if they don't live local, because I do have customers all over the country, and I appreciate them staying as my customer. So if they don't live local, I will mail it out to them. But again, I don't mail out to them until the day of my open house, okay? Because it's not a month-long sale. All right. So it's excited. Okay. So all right. So we're gonna get all the orders in on October 27th. That is what's on here. Okay. That's what their direction is. Now you're training these people, and people forget. Things come in the mail. They put it aside. They got bills. They got life. Blah blah blah. So I always send out an email on the day before that the sale orders are due. Plus, I will do like some social media things for my private Facebook group and things, and say, hey, make sure you look in the mail. Make sure you check your mail. My open house sales coming up. You know, our holiday pre-sales coming up, so that they're all kind of getting that buzz. With social media, it's so easy to do now. Okay, so that goes out the day before their orders are due, just as a second reminder, you know, don't forget to get those orders. And now will everybody order? Nope, nope. if you did nothing, you should get at least 5%, 10% if you mention it a few times. And if you really kind of like making sure you're kind of calling and really kind of directing people that you know would always order, 15% will order. So that means if you have 100 customers, 15 of them are going to do a pre-sale, right? You might be thinking, that's not very good. That's okay. I'm just telling you that that's kind of what the numbers are. My goal is to always have 30% by the time it's all said and done. That's my goal, and that's usually what I hit. But it takes effort. You have to call, you have to like remind, and you're not hounding people because you're giving them a huge deal, okay? But they forget. So you gotta just like be in connection. You have to have your system. So you want to have a call list, which you can print out for my customers, okay? So you want to make sure you do that. All right. So October 28th is when I need to put the orders in with the company. Now I keep a full store, but you know what? I sell gajillions of oil-free eye makeup remover during this sale. And I usually keep 15 to 20 on my shelf, but they'll be gone. And I like start sweating when I have like 1 or 2 oil-free eye makeup removers left on my shelf. It like freaks me out. So the reason for this is if you don't have everything on your shelf, now you have the money and the time to place that order so that when they come to pick up their order, you will have it all packaged up and ready to go. Now, how do they get their order? Well, they get their order at your open house. So at my Posh Pig Palooza, they're going to come to my open house, my Palooza, and I'm going to have all of their orders already pre-bagged. And I don't just do the Mary Kay bags. I always get some kind of special bag for the year, you know, for that holiday. And I have their order form, their order sales slip on the outside of it. And I have it done up beautiful with tissue. It's something special, like an elegant shopping special holiday pickup, okay? Now they have to come to my open house to pick it up. So here's where it gets really fun, all right? At my open house, I have the transform my studio, and you can transform your home, whatever. It is amazing shopping extravaganza, okay? It's beautiful. It's holiday-ish. It's all like super, super pretty. People can't believe it's Mary Kay stuff. They just can't believe it because it's all these amazing, awesome ideas. One of my favorite ones this year, you guys, I can't wait. I saw, you know, at a seminar from the company is Skip the Squats. Oh my God, I think that is the most hilarious, fun set. I can't wait to put that one together, but Skip the Squats, I love that one. But anyway, so they come to my open house and all of these gift sets and gift packages are all done up nice. And guess what? Nothing is on sale at the open house. Nothing. The sale was what they did here. Okay. So if they didn't pre-order, they missed out. All right. But that's how I'm getting them to my open house, because otherwise they would never see all these things are packaged, right? That was the whole thing. I couldn't get them. How do I get them to my open house so they can see all these amazing things? So I thought, okay, I'm going to do a pre-sale. I'm going to let them, whoever pre-orders and pre-buys and prepays, they can pick it up because I'm not delivering because I'm giving them a great discount at my open house. Okay, so that got a bigger percentage. But then I was still missing, 15% is not really that great. It's great. It's better than nothing, but it's not great when you think about all the potential possibilities you can have. So that's where MK Bucks comes into play. So I'm a big tracker. This is not hard to do because if you guys are doing your weekly accomplishment sheets every single week and you're putting in your customer orders, which you should be putting them into my customers because there's a product reorder and reminder little button you can click. And when you do that, the company will send automatic reorder reminders via email to your customers. And guess what that does? Say a cleanser, they bought a cleanser. You put it in as an order, they bought a cleanser. The company knows that the product is going to run out anywhere between 2.5 to 3 months. So they're going to send your customer a reorder reminder. And because you have your personal website, it's going to say, hey, you might be getting low. If you are, just click here. You can reorder some more on my website. Okay, and that's just automatically done for you behind the scenes so that you're not having to remember to call people for reorders. So these are all reasons. This all intertwines together, and you want to do this. So I track my customers and what they purchase from me dollar-wise all year long. And for every $10 that they buy from me, they're going to get one MK Buck from me. All right, so this does a couple things. Number one, you're going to see who your high rollers are, okay? And you're going to see how you're building your customers, not just a one-time sale or just getting them on a miracle set, but you want to build your customers deep and wide on the product line. You want to get them on a whole bunch of the product line. So what does this look like? All right, my number one customer last year ordered $2,100 from me. One customer, $2,100 the entire year. Half of that is my profit. So she got $210 to spend at my open house, at my Palooza. $210. I was freely giving her $210. She didn't have to buy double to get that or anything like that. Straight up $210 for her to go shopping with. Well, now, let me just tell you, all of a sudden, I'm happy to give 10% back to her because she's a huge, great customer, right? But now she's thinking, oh, I could get some cute things for the girls at the office. So one year I did like a whole bunch of the Footsie Tootsies for her. I think I did 8 of them for her thing. And she used that, part of that for there. But then she's got other people. She thinks about other, and this is the first time I started reaching out other people. See, every gift that you make for somebody that's a new gift for somebody, you always want to put a little information in there about how they can reorder from you, a gift card at a makeover, and you just throw that in complimentary, a $10 gift card at a makeover. Right? So now you're able to reach other people through your gift giving. Okay? So almost always they order more than that and at full price. And so you make more money anyway. But it's really, really great. And they are so appreciative. And they come to the open house. So these MK bucks. All right. For years, I did this. This is what I did. I have this also on my website. But this is what it is. And it's postcards, you guys. It's just a postcard, okay? MK bucks. It has in here, it says, it's like an annual open house reminder. Remember that's coming up. To show my appreciation for you, I'm offering a bonus called MK bucks for every $10 you've spent with me throughout the year. You get $1 in meth. And then I put in here the amount. I handwrite in each person how much they've earned, okay? And then the dates for the open house. And then and the address and everything. And so when do these go out? These go out literally. The orders are due on October 27th and on October 28th. These are going out in the mail. I've already got them done up. I do, by the way, I do let them count their pre-sales in this as well for that because it encourages them to order more because then I do give them, if they spent $200 with me at the pre-sale, they get $200. So they'll get $20 in MK bucks. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. Because like I said, it's just a one-time a year sale, and it just gets everybody excited. They get really fun. Okay, so these all go out, okay, to all the people that pre-ordered, but also to everybody who didn't pre-order, all right? And so I have my list. Now, there are customers, you guys. Let me just show you. Okay, so last year, I got fancy on Vista Print, and this is what I did. Okay, I created this little fun thing up, and then on the back, this is what the back looked like. This is what the front looked like. Just wanted to be something fun. These MK bucks postcards I did for years, and I did them on different fun, bright cardstock colors. Okay, so it's like pops out in the mail to them. So with this one, I did this on Vista Print. Now, like I said, I have a couple hundred customers, so if you only have 10 customers, it's not worth doing Vista Print. But you can. This works well too. So what I did was, I also want the people that didn't pre-order, right? Remember I said it was only 15% or so that will pre-order? So I send this out to everybody. What if they only ordered like $5 or $50 from me over the whole year? Maybe I saw them one time at a party and I really never got any more business from them. Okay, that would only be $5 of MK bucks. That's not really, So no matter what, the minimum's always $10 MK bucks to come to my open house, and they spend it. So this MK bucks card goes out to every single person, whether they did the pre-sale or not. It goes out to everybody. All right. So that way, those who forgot to get on the pre-sale, they're like, oh, but I've got some free money to go spend. I'm going to go to one of these. And I tell you what, I always get. This is where I go from 15 to 30% on people buying. So they didn't get in on the sale. They got $10 little to spend, but they buy a whole bunch more because they're blown away and they want to get more stuff. And usually, see, in the past when I would have open houses, people always bought for themselves, okay? They would come, they would shop for themselves. They would never think about this for anybody else or for gifts. And the reason why it's great to have gifts is because you can be able to reach other people, okay? It's a really great way to kind of broaden your horizon a little bit, all right? So that's the MK bucks. Now, last year, I realized, there's some customers that I was like, I haven't seen so-and-so in a long time. When you've been in as long as I've been in business, you realize, wow, what happened to so-and-so? They used to buy from me all the time, and now I haven't heard from them in a couple of years. So I decided that I wanted to do a postcard to those people who are not really on my PCP anymore, but they used to buy from me and maybe they haven't bought from me the last year or a year and a half. So I did up this little postcard, okay? And you know how the dentist, they'll send you a "we miss you" thing? So I put a little thing on, "we miss you." Anyway, so this is the dates to my open house, and you can get either $10 or 10% off. It says, "Come check out all the holiday products or stock up on your old favorites. Let me know. Let me help you with your list." Okay, so $10 or 10% off. And if they bring a friend, they can double their freebies. Okay, so if they bring a friend to shop, they can double their freebies. She'll get $10 or 10%, and the person who brought their friend will get $20 or 20% off their thing. And this is just a way of reestablishing connection, you know, because you don't want to lose customers. And for, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe I didn't call them enough or whatever. People, you know, just things happen, right? But you want to reestablish. You don't want to lose them. So this was really great, you guys, because I ended up getting like, I don't know, 5 or 6 people back. And it was just a little postcard I just sent out. It was awesome. So I'm definitely going to do that again this year as well. And so that's these 2 items, okay? So these are really, really important because it's a save the date card. It's another reminder that they have to come pick up their sale. It's for those who missed the sale, they're going to get some MK bucks. And then this was just, for those of you who know, you won't need this yet because you don't have anybody that you have lost touch with yet. Okay, so back to the timeline. You've placed your order with Mary Kay. The products come in. You're going to put them in beautiful bags, ready for pickup at your open house. You're going to get your open house all together, whether you do it with friends, if you do it at our studio, or wherever you're doing it. The MK bucks go out. Your orders are due. Okay, so they've got that in the mail. And then the week, or like the, you know, 3 or 4 days before your actual open house, that's when you take your whole list of people that you mailed, every single person you mailed a postcard to. You're going to get on the phone and you're going to call every single one of them. Call, and you can even follow up with a text. If you didn't reach them, leave a message reminding them about your open house. Okay. And making sure that they got their card in the mail, their MK Bucks card in the mail. And when you do that, you have a huge turnout. You know, this year I'm shooting for half, 50%. But you have to understand that my average orders for my holiday sale are over $100. Okay, so this is huge. This is a huge thing. It's really great. It's super organized and it's super easy. But you just kind of have to do it. You can't I know sometimes when things are new, people procrastinate because they're afraid to look at the whole thing, and it kind of seems like overwhelming and confusing. But it's not. And I'm going to post up for my unit. I'm going to post up what our calendar is this year. And I've got my Christmas open house letter. I think it's in a Word document. The sale letter is for sure in a Word document. And you guys can just use this and run with it. But this is just a little segment of all of your sales. But what happens is you get in front of people, then you book them for holiday makeovers, and then you show them all the party buffet that we have and what you can offer to them. And it's a way of getting reconnected with them in person, which is so powerful and just this exciting. So it's just a great way to keep things going. And it's in November. So you've got all of December to book out your holiday glamour appointments. And then, of course, you know, moving forward to use their sparkle cards or whatever you want to do for January. It's really fun. Now, I'm going to show you something back here. I showed this at the studio at our last meeting. You guys, this comes from, they're called Pampering Pumpkins, and they come from the amazing Tiffany. But these are super cute. This is just a miracle set in here with some candy. And then I have another one back here that is a satin hand set. Okay? Super cute, super fun. And that's something that I would definitely be taking all my appointments now so people can kind of see what you can do. I would take a picture and post them on social media, you know, for your customers, just for your customers, not for the world, just for your customers. But these are some great things that you can do. And then your open house is here. And even at the open house, you can be calling customers, making sure that they knew about it. And that is how you do this open house. It's very easy. It's not, I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. And it's really successful, you guys. And then you train your customers and they want to do it over and over and over again. They know it's coming. you know, it's really kind of cool. It's neat when they're like, when's it happening? So mine's going to get it earlier this year. So they're going to be like, oh, so it'll be fun. All right. So I have no idea. Eventually I'll learn how to do this Google Hangout thing and maybe have questions. I don't see anything because I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm going to have to talk to Tiffany because she knows how to do all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And if you have any questions, just post them on the Facebook group there, and I'll try to answer things there. And I'm going to try and post things up there as well. And you guys have a great day. Thanks.